I would like just to raise my concerns over the conditions in our children's hospitals while we await the building of the new children's hospital in Dublin. Recently, Cathaoirleach, I had to stay in the Dublin Children's Hospital with my son, and I was absolutely horrified at the conditions at which parents and children can be subjected. While I must say at the outset that the nursing care was absolutely second to none and the nurses were absolutely fantastic, I was alarmed at the cramped conditions where patients share tiny rooms which were really only fit for one bed but instead housed 2 beds. And these were sometimes in rooms where children were extremely sick and their parents were sleeping on floors with less than 12 inches of space. Now, to me, in 2013, this is totally unacceptable. There was absolutely no privacy, and if a doctor had to speak to a family, the other family had to leave. And at night, the nurses were literally stepping over parents to check on patients. With regards to the parental accommodation that I checked out while I was there, and while I was grateful that this particular hospital had parents' accommodation, I found that the accommodation was seriously lacking for anybody that was there that would have to stay there for any amount of time, for any length of time, or who was unfamiliar with Dublin, or who had no other contacts, because the facilities for parents there to wash and to shower were, I'm sorry to say, absolutely appalling. Indeed, the one available shower that I saw had black mould all over the roof, and I must say I photographed it to show to Minister Riley, because I think in 2013, no matter what the economic situation is, the conditions in our children's hospitals should not be allowed to slip while we're waiting for the new children's hospital. Cathaoirleach, 39 million has already been spent on planning and designing for the new hospital on the now defunct Mater site. 39 million. Cathaoirleach, it would cost a fraction of this to improve even parental accommodation in the hospital. We owe it to our children and we owe it to our parents to provide the best support we can when children are in hospital, because both parents and children are very, very vulnerable at times like this. As a matter of fact, one other thing that concerned me, and I would just like to finish.
For a debate,
thank you. I am looking for a debate. One thing that really concerned me when I was there was a comment by a parent in a parent's book saying, "Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be near my child." That child was particularly sick, and it shouldn't be seen as an opportunity for parents to be grateful, but it should be our right as parents that we can look after our sick children when they're in hospital. Our children deserve the best when they are at their most vulnerable. I read recently where Dr. Riley
Senator, you're way over time.
One more sentence, had said that the new children's hospital will be a beacon of light for all of us in paediatric care. It's now not envisaged that the hotel or the hospital will be built until 2018, and I would call on the Minister to come into the House to assure us that the standards in our hospital will be maintained while we await the building of the new hospital.